Hello, hello, hello. It is me again, Molly Page with Taurus Does Tarot. We've got some swords coming out because this is indeed my Gemini general reading. Oops. Missed a couple from the last one, but yo, we've got off to a good start, Gemini. If you know me, you know I struggle with my Geminis, but it's okay because I got mad love for at least one side of you. Right? I'm just playing. This is a Gemini general reading. Since this is one of the first videos on my channel, I will give you a little bit of a rundown. I use the Aleister Crowley Tahoe deck and a Demon Tarot deck, as well as my Grateful deck. And we're going to go with this. Okay. And I have one space where I do my readings, but the layouts are going to be a little different each time. Ooh, Gemini, you got a lot going on in your life, don't you? The thing I do the same in all my readings is the first 3 and the last 5. Everything in between varies based on the feeling of the cards or when they jump out, etc., etc. Usually the way that I do my readings is some cards will be face down and some are face up. The face up cards are what's on the surface. The face down cards are sort of what you're not seeing, but with this Gemini reading right now, we have hardly any face down cards, which means everything is on the table for Gemini right now. Everything. There's no secrets, really. Well, maybe 2 secrets, but that's about it. There's not a whole lot of secrecy going on in the life of Geminis right now. That was a pretty quick shuffle, so obviously y'all are really, you are really getting on top of something here. I'm going to pull these as well. Okay. Alright, Geminis, let's see what we got going on here. For the core of your being, or the core of your reading, wow! I will never get over how weird Geminis are. I dated a Gemini, my best friend is a Gemini. I've had a lot of other acquaintances and really important people in my life who are Geminis. I have some enemies that are Geminis. It's like there's no pattern to a Gemini, and I think that's the beauty of it. But I do notice that they struggle a lot with their emotions. So in this core of the reading right now, Gemini, we have the 8 of Cups, which is indolence, and that's like, you know, Geminis do tend to really appreciate their alone time, but when you get to the point of indolence, that's loneliness, which makes you really sad. But it's paired with this 8 of Swords, which is interference, right? And 8s are a good infinite life path number, you know, like 8's a good number. That's like, you know, you put it on its side and that's the infinity symbol. That's why I said it's infinite. But yours is paired with this 10 of Wands, which is oppression. So basically, your own loneliness is killing you right now, and you hate the idea of having to use your feelings to sort of cure that loneliness. You don't want to be attached to anybody. You don't want to let people in, but you are suffering right now. So listen, you need to ease up, Gemini. Like, it's funny because I feel like Geminis don't like to feel trapped, you know? I keep talking like I'm not talking to Geminis watching this video right now. Sorry, I'll try to be more direct. I'm trying not to be biased. So right now, you're at peace, Gemini. You have the 2 of Swords, which Swords is, you know, it's air energy, and that's good to see them. And right next to it, you have the Lovers. And so it's almost like you're in a partnership and you're really enjoying it, and it brings you a lot of pleasure, right? 6 of Cups. And it works. You got the 3 of Discs, you got the triangle. It's perfect. It's everything that you want. It's going smoothly. But there's something about Geminis that is not yet emotionally fully matured, right? So you got this Princess of Wands to kind of represent you're trying to show your emotions, but you're also not quite there yet. And then it's followed by the Priestess, which is the all-knowing. And the thing is, you know that this is your journey, right? This is the Fool's, the journey card. But you do feel tied down. And of course, here's the tricky thing, Gemini. The Hanged Man, right? He's hung by the foot, not the neck. He chooses to be there. And so even though you're feeling like, oh God, I put myself in this situation, you put yourself in the situation, Gemini. So I don't know why there's this back and forth with the emotions, because you obviously enjoy what you have, and it definitely satisfies you in almost like every way. It's like it's going well. Don't sabotage now. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. This relationship's probably not going to last because there's going to be some change and you're going to get a lot out of that change. And I just think that sometimes, I don't know, you got a good thing going and you're trying to self-sabotage it, and that's going to ruin everything. It's fine. I'll wait for those. It's whatever. Gemini, you do you. But just know that all it takes is opening up to your emotions. And if you're not willing to do that, you're going to lose a really good thing. Okay? That's bottom line. Here's your future cards. We got this Princess of Swords, okay? So let's say you do cut this person off and you break them up and you decide to be feisty and petty or whatever. Followed by a Prince of Discs, because you're good on your own, even if you're not perfect, right? Could represent an earth sign. But then you have this Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands has showed up in every reading I did today, but you don't have it reversed. You have it face up. So eventually you will grow into your emotions eventually, Gemini. And that's when you will have true success, be it in love or life. Things will work out. But the longer you procrastinate on your feelings, the worse your situation's going to be. And that's just a simple reminder. You can have money and you can have a fight for life, but until you really, sorry about the dogs, until you really, dog, until you really face your own emotions, you're going to struggle. And that's all there is to it. So we, another wand. This is heavy about your emotions. Ace of Wands, Ace of Discs, and the Four of Discs, which is power. So my little meditation for you, Gemini, is going to be, when you hold your emotions, you will hold your power. Okay? Hold them like a baby, not like hold them in like a bottle, you know? Give that bottle to the baby. That's your emotions. Okay? So I'm going to draw a demon card. And the demon cards are usually pretty work related, whereas the first reading is going to be a lot of life and love. Ooh, there we go. You got two demons. Taurus got two demons too. I'm just going to let y'all have it. I try to only pull one, but we'll let you have two. You got Scox and Stola. Okay, we're going to see what they're about. Scox and Stolas. All right. Scox has an obvious tell. The changing of his voice from the inside and out of the triangle into which he is summoned is a good way to tell whether he being helpful or harmful. Unfortunately, most people do not have so obvious a tell. In fact, many con artists have a very pleasing and persuasive voices and are capable of making very pretty speeches. Of course, most of us cannot compel those who prefer to deceive into a magical triangle to force their honesty either. However, there are still precautions we can take to make certain that strangers are telling us the truth. Scox is known for pointing out hidden treasures to those who summon him, but within the triangle he will point out unguarded treasures, and outside the triangle he may attempt to send the summoner into a trap. Those who tell us about great deals or treasures in our everyday lives may likewise be leading us into a trap, so we should always be wary of deep deals that seem too good to be true. Okay, you heard it here first, Gemini. Beware of charmers and con artists, those who attempt to get close for their own personal gain. You did get the Three of Discs, which is a triangle formation of discs in this reading. So I think there's something about your partner that you might not trust, be it relationship or potentially business. But you do need to be on guard, because Geminis tend to be slightly on the gullible side, if we're being honest. Okay, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just being honest from my experience. You got to be careful about that, especially when money's involved. Okay, let's see what Stolas has to say. Although many demons are knowledgeable in the arts and sciences, including the medicinal properties of plants and the mystical qualities of minerals, Stolas's understanding of these items extends past basic understanding into appraisal. Consider the difference between knowing the name of a particular artist and having an appraiser give you the value of one of the artist's works. Stolas employs his knowledge of mystical, monetary, and medicinal objects to give the bearer an accurate picture of those items' uses, properties, and overall value in the world. Divination. Focus on accurate appraisal and search for true worth. Okay, so if you're pairing those together and we're talking about work here, don't let anybody oversell you anything, and always know your own worth, Gemini. Okay, so don't fall for, oh my gosh, well they said it was worth this much, and they said I was getting a promotion, and they said that I should have a raise, blah blah blah. Don't listen to them. Listen to yourself. If you go for a raise, you deserve that raise. But if you hear you're getting a raise, you probably aren't. Okay? Whoa. Whoa. Geminis. Did you see that? Be careful. There's a heavy energy surrounding Gemini right now. You guys have a lot of decisions to make, and it's stressing you out. But these two tens fell together. So I'm going to go ahead and say that your number this week is going to, this month really, is going to be the number 10. And we got a turtle and a skeleton, so water signs and air signs. This is looking to your water signs for some extra assistance and guidance this month, and also checking in with yourself, your air energy, okay? And look for the number 10 as your positive affirmation. Alright, Gemini, I don't feel good about letting you loose in the world, but I got to. So good luck, and stay true to yourself, and do not be deceived by anyone. Alright? I love you guys.